Hello, welcome. In today's video I'm going to tell you how you can get a Leica camera or a Linhof camera or pretty much any film camera for free. Yes, free. I'll probably title the video something like how to get a £6,000 camera for free. I say 6,000 because a new one of these costs around £6,000 and that's without a lens. So let's jump into the video and I'll show you a quick hack on how you can get most film cameras for free, and you don't need to be a YouTuber or blogger or anything like that. You just need to know how to look. Hey guys, Matt here from MrLife.com. So yes, this video will help you if you're trying to get a film camera for free. It may work with digital cameras but probably not, but it 100% works with film cameras because I've done it maybe 4 or 5 times in the last kind of 5 years or so. One example is a Leica 3A. This is actually a 2F, but it looks pretty much the same to non-experts. And the way I got the Leica 3 camera for free and the way I got my Linhof for free is, sadly I still needed to spend some money, but the camera came free. Let me explain. So the reason I first discovered Leica 3 cameras was never because I was looking for a Leica 3 camera in the first place. It's because I was looking for a particular lens to use on my Leica M film cameras. The cheapest place I could find to buy this particular lens, I think it was a Leica Scimitar 5cm f2. I wanted that lens to shoot portraits with on my Leica SL, Leica M240 and now Leica M10. And so I googled it and went on eBay, Leica Scimitar 5cm 2.5. A good tip, I have done an eBay video on the past on good tips to find things more easily and to kind of find some good bargains, but search lots of different word combinations because sometimes there's spelling mistakes, sometimes people won't know what to call the particular lens, so this might be, I don't know, 50mm Leica lens or something really generic. So first of all do that and then search, and then sometimes you'll find that the lens that you're looking for just happens to come with a camera. And then the trick is to then try and find the lens that comes with a camera at the same price as the lens costs on its own. So what I did with my Leica 3A is I wanted, as I say, the Leica lens, and the price of the lens, even with camera, was pretty much the same price as the price to buy only the lens. So I bought the lens and then I thought, oh, this will look nice on the shelf. And then little did I know that the next maybe 5 years or so I'd pick up, I think, maybe 6 of these similar cameras, these vintage Leica 3 cameras. And the only reason I discovered the Leica 3 cameras was purely because the camera came free when I bought the Leica Scimitar lens. I've done the same with Nikon cameras, although I already knew what Nikon cameras were. I've done the same with Soviet cameras. Soviet cameras are a great example because Soviet cameras are cheap anyway. But Soviet lenses are also cheap. So if you then buy a Soviet lens, you're pretty much guaranteed to get a Soviet rangefinder camera free with your lens. So if you're looking to try this hack, definitely search for some former Soviet Union Soviet lenses. And as I say, you're probably going to get a Zorki or a Kiev or any similar camera free with whichever lens you purchase. The key is not to spend more than the lens is worth, or maybe only like 10%, which makes the camera therefore free. So this was a great example, and I have to really thank that lens for discovering this whole range of cameras. These cameras have now gone on to be some of my favourite Leica cameras. All Leica cameras are great, but the earlier Leica cameras are built to an even higher specification. So you've got maybe extra bearings and things in the advances, and it just feels a bit more crisp. Same with the M2 and the M3. I've got less knowledge with the M4, but the M2 and the M3 are definitely smoother than all later cameras I've tested, M4P, M6, etc, etc. And these are earlier than an M3, so even better. So that's example number 1. Now the more recent example, and the reason for making this video, is if you saw my latest video, I shared a video on Leica versus Linhof. I can link that at the end or in my 4x5 playlist, but this was an absolute best find ever. So Leica is obviously very niche, 4x5 is like even more niche, and then Linhof is even more niche. So the number of people interested in these cameras is probably so small that listings on eBay will probably be on there for a long time. As such, I was searching for a particular lens, and I'll talk about this lens in a future video. And so I searched all over Europe for this particular lens because I really wanted this particular lens, and I found the lens and it was attached to a Linhof camera. And the crazy thing was that, yes, it's not a cheap lens, but the price of the lens with a Linhof camera was the same price as the other listings just for the lens. It's like, so basically I bought this lens and I got the entire Linhof camera kit free, like completely free, for the price of the lens. So yes, you still need to spend money because you've still got to buy something in the first place. You still need to buy your lens to then get your camera for free. But you can find absolutely amazing finds just by doing this. As I say, I've done it so many times, but this is my best yet by far. And so not only have I discovered Leica 3 cameras, which are fantastic, highly recommend them to everybody. If you think you can't afford a Leica M camera, you probably definitely can afford a Leica 3 camera. And if you can't afford a Leica 3 camera, you can definitely afford a Leica 3 clone, such as a little Zorki or one of the others, which are basically copies of the early Leica cameras. Linhof cameras are absolutely amazing. Never in my dreams did I think I'd end up with a Linhof camera, because, as I say, the new price is over £6,000 just for the body, like not including the lens. Very similar to the Leica kind of formula where you buy the camera and you get no lens with it. Now I know 4x5 is very niche, but if you want to get creative with your photography, they're really good, and you don't need to spend lots of money on a new Linhof or get lucky like me and find a free Linhof. The advantage of 4x5 is, of course, you can do 4x5 contact prints like this. I'll maybe do another video on that another time. Hit subscribe if you want to follow my 4x5 journey, and I'll try and inspire you a bit further. And yes, stay with me and I will do a full video on a more affordable 4x5 setup if you want to make, as I say, prints like these and you haven't got £6,000 to spend on a new camera. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. As I say, it also surprised me what bargains you can find on eBay. Thanks for watching, and as always, a huge thanks to my amazing patrons. For more content, head over to Patreon, and for more eBay tips, check out this video next.